Okay, let's take a look at a few of the Bible verses and see what we can find out about this wedding. Remember, the stars are visible at night. Jesus went in the Garden of Gethsemane at night. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. So they got their lamps. They're going out at night. So you can find the bridegroom at night. We sing, Here Comes the Bride, but the heaven sings, Here Comes the Bridegroom. 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. We talked about wisdom being the wise dome. 5 of them were aware of the wise dome. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. They had no knowledge, no understanding, no nothing. They didn't even know what they were going to see. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. This oil also has to do with the pineal gland, because as above, so below, as without, so within, and it is that higher self, right? You secrete the pineal gland. So to know thyself is to know it how? From the heavens, and know thyself by meditation, looking within. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slept, slumbered and slept. Everybody's asleep. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. So my whole point of this one is to just verify the fact that this is a nighttime thing. We're talking the middle of the night. And the watchman sees him coming and makes a statement. I'm going to be the watchman here. And so everybody needs to arouse all your burdens, trim your lamps, and come out to meet the bridegroom. Next Bible verse, Matthew chapter 22. And Jesus answered and spake unto them again in parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven, Aquarius, is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again he sent forth servants, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it, right? Light. Very unusual word. It has nothing to do with the Greek. This is something we would say in our tongue, right? But it has to do with the age of Aries. The ages of fire are also known as light. And went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. This is almost Ephraim and Manasseh, right? The farmers and the merchants. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. He got mad at the servants because those who had been invited to the wedding were not coming. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers, and burnt up their city. Then saith he to his servants, The wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways, and gathered together as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to his servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. Your wedding garment is going to be similar to your cross. And know thyself. That is the analogy here, that he had not his cross. You can't come to a crucifixion without a cross, and you can't come to a wedding if you're not dressed for the part. Alright, so let's go find out when this is happening. The fixed cross runs between Aquarius and Leo. The dead center of that would be Leo, 15 degrees. This, I love this little website. I'll leave a link. I'll add it to the links below. This is from a great Vedic astrology. Actually, it's got some of everything in here. You can just go through it. It's been a real blessing to me. But you can pick the day and the year you want and look at that Vedic chart. These are a little difficult to understand, but the information is all given to you here. So, on the 1st of September 2017, the sun will be at 15 degrees Leo. Okay? And this is where everybody else at the round table is sitting. Okay? The ascendant would be Aries, but that'll change with the time. The moon in Sagittarius at 27 degrees, but that will also be factored in by what hour we put in. We're going to go look at exactly what time of day on September the 1st that this is going to occur. Mars at 3 degrees of Leo, right where the eclipse was, right? 3 degrees of Leo. Mercury at 5 degrees of Leo, still affected by that eclipse. Jupiter at 28 degrees Virgo. Venus at 14 degrees Cancer. Saturn at 27 degrees Scorpio. Rahu, north node of the moon, 29 degrees Cancer. Ketu, south node of the moon, 29 degrees Capricorn. True Rahu is at Leo, no degrees, and true Ketu, north node and south node, are at Leo and Aquarius, the fixed cross. Uranus at 4 degrees Aries, Neptune at 18 degrees Aquarius, Pluto at 22 degrees Sagittarius, hanging out with the moon. Alright, let's see if we can't pull in some Stellarium here and take a look at what September 1st looks like, and when Thalum will rise, that fixed star on the cross, what time it hits the ecliptic. I'm going to shoot it from Pacific Coast time out of where I'm at. You can look on Stellarium and adjust the time exactly from your position. So I'm going to leave all of that up, and I'm going to jump over to the first. I can just do it by days and it'll automatically click. 1st of September. And let's go over here and find I'm going to show y'all how that word is triggered too. So it's telling me it's down here. Okay. Go by minutes. Which is almost the midnight hour. Look how close. We're just a little while away. So at 2100 hours, that little tree's in the way there if the landscape didn't change. And we put it right about there. 2100 hours and 11 minutes and 11 seconds on the 1st of September 2017. You can see him coming right there. Put up some of this. There we go. That's when that star hits the ecliptic and the call goes out. Everyone should walk outside and join the wedding party. Come to the feast that's prepared for you. Aquarius offers knowledge of the heavens and living water. And please remember, bring a gift to him. He doesn't want your burnt offerings. He wants your love. Bring him your heart. It's the only thing he will accept. I hope that helps everybody. I will do one quick thing over here. I will show you the bibble babble between Thalem and Fomalhaut. I guess some of the accessories. Yes. Let's go to paint. Alright, you have Fomalhaut, F O M A L H A U and T. Now we're going to add the alchemy to it, which takes away all of the vowels. And we're left with F, M, L, H, T. If we do the same thing to Thalem, we're left with T, H, L, M. And of course the OF is of, so it's the Son of God. God, ML is King, the King of God. Thalem is Fomalhaut. And that's how the alchemy plays. That's what they do. They strip out the vowels because that was the oath they took. When Jesus talked about you shouldn't take any oaths, he was specifically talking about the vowels of L. When you are learning words, let's just pop in a new window here and ask Google definition of obscure. Okay. Come on, Google, you can do it. All right. This is how they did the Bibble Babble. Below obscure is the phonetical pronunciation of the word. It's obscure. There's no Q. The SK is, are you seeing what I'm telling you here? It's skewer. It's obscure. This is the real language, right? And they took it and cast a spell. This is the way it sounds, but this is the way it's spelled. This is the true phonetical symbols for obscure, but they give you this to cast a spell. I don't know how to put it any more plain than that. If you want to begin to learn the language of the birds, you must learn phonics. And you will find it in every dictionary right after the word. And then there's also, for my new subs, I have been dropping it in the last couple of videos. I'll add it to the thing of Etymology Online. Let's see where this word comes from. What is obscure? It's from the early 15th century, to cover, veil, veil, to veil, to cloud over. From obscure, it's an adjective. From Middle French, from the Latin, to make dark, darken. So obscure is to, you have to make it dark. They made it obscure. For those of you who want to learn how to decipher the language of the birds and the Bible Bibble Babble, your phonetics is required. It was given to you as children. Sesame Street told you that A says ah. It's the ah that's real, or A. B says buh. Well, that's phonetics. And it's a language in itself, and it has a legend that tells you what all those little marks mean. You must learn all of that. before you can begin to understand how first you must learn the phonetics and then the bibble babble, where they reverse everything back and forth. They reverse it around. Fomalhaut is thalem backwards. And they just added the of. You could also put D, because D and F are the same, right? Day. You could say datalam. Datalam would be the same thing. It means of. And they made it all one word. To confuse you, they did not rightly divide the words of God. They intentionally divided it in the wrong place. So you need to know syllables. Fo, mal, haut. Tha, lim. The lamb. They, limb. And you must know phonetics. And that is the beginning. And I'm telling you, it is Burton Ernie Sesame Street preschool level. That is your foundation. If you do not start this quest with that in mind, or learning that, then you will never get it. You'll never master it. You might catch on and pick it up, but to master it, you must have your phonetics. And then we'll move on from there. And one last thing about wanting this information and me telling you how difficult it is to achieve, what the price you must pay. Let me do it this way. Give me the whole album. I like you. There is a song here that talks about what it's going to cost you. Let me see it. It's called Worlds Apart. I'm going to just go ahead and read the lyrics to you. You can find this on YouTube. Worlds Apart, Jars of Clay. You will love it. I am the only one to blame for this. Somehow it all ends up the same. Soaring on the wings of selfish pride, I flew too high, and like Icarus I collide. With the world I try so hard to leave behind, to rid myself of all but love, to give and die. To turn away and not become another nail to pierce the skin of one who loves more deeply than the oceans and more abundant than the tears of a world embracing every heartache. Can I be the one to sacrifice, or grip the spear and watch the blood and the water flow? To love you, take my world apart. I'm on my knees. Take my world apart. To need you, broken on my knees. All said and done, I stand alone amongst remains of a life I should not own. It takes all I am to believe in the mercy that covers me. Did you really have to die for me? All I am for all you are, because what I need and what I believe are worlds apart. I look beyond the empty cross, forgetting what my life has cost, and wipe away the crimson stains and dull the nails that still remain. More and more I need you now. I owe you more each passing hour. The battle between grace and pride I gave up not so long ago. So still my heart and take the pain, and wash my feet and cleanse my pride. Take the selfish, take the weak, and all those things I cannot hide. Take the beauty, take my tears, the sin-soaked heart, and make it yours. Take my world apart. Take it now, take it now, take it now. And serve the ones that I despise. Speak the words I can't deny. Watch the world I used to love fall to dust and thrown away. I look beyond the empty cross, forgetting what my life has cost. So wipe away the crimson stains and dull the nails that still remain. So still my heart and take my pain. Take the selfish, take the weak, and all the things I cannot hide. Take the beauty, take my tears. Take my world apart. Take my world apart. I pray, I pray, I pray. Well, I did that about 20 years ago when this song came out. And indeed, I was answered. Alright, I'll leave a link actually to this particular video for you. This whole album is worth listening to and worth watching. People ask me, are you a Christian? No. Christian has a bad definition to it. I don't like what the church has done to it. They have taken a word that meant anointed and just destroyed it. So I don't use that word either. No, I'm a living, sentient being sent here to dwell among you. And you are the same thing I am. We're here for each other, people. It's more than just the ride. We came because we wanted to come with each other. And instead of enjoying all of this, they have all of us fighting. Alright, you're cordially invited to a wedding, September 1st, 15 degrees of Leo, at 2100 hours in the night. Make sure your lamps are full of oil, you got love in your heart, and you're ready for it. And just go. Love you all. Have a great day.